A sleeping giant has really been awakened in Nigeria. For the last 2 weeks, young people in Nigeria have poured onto the streets of the nation in protest at the excesses of a unit of the Nigerian police force, the Special Anti-Robbery Squad, the dreaded SARS. This unit, created to deal with an upsurge in violent robberies, has constituted itself into a lawless collection of policemen extorting, kidnapping, sexually assaulting, and killing the people they were created to protect. Sadly, young people have borne the brunt of these heinous acts. It would be unwise to imagine that these protests are solely the results of the evil actions of this renegade group of the Nigerian police force. That was the trigger. These protests are really the result of the boiling over of pent-up frustrations of a generation that cannot see a future in a country that is broken down. The health system is broken down. The educational system is broken down. The political system is broken down. Basic infrastructure is broken down. The list is endless. Karl Mayer's book, This House Has Fallen, Nigeria in Crisis, would now seem to be prophetic. There is something surreal about a country where 70% of the population is under 24 years old. It is predicted that this number will grow by 60% in the next 10 years, and 2.7% of that population above 65 years old. Yet a significant number of leadership positions are held by octogenarians or near octogenarians. We really must celebrate this generation, who at great risk to their lives have taken decisive actions to bring about a change. The cost has been high. Young people murdered, arrested, detained, and assaulted. Anyone who genuinely cares for Nigeria must lend their support to the gallant efforts of these young people. Attempts to politicize the actions of this young generation actually show an ignorance of them and their motives. The state Nigeria is in is not a party political thing. It is the collective failure of leadership and of generations preceding. The bane of the nation has been and continues to be poor leadership. It is true that there have been some who have been or are exceptions to this rule, but they are so few. What is the way forward? This broken nation can be mended, but it will be foolhardy to believe that the voice of this generation can be quashed by brute force. The dynamics will not allow that to happen. The power of social media, the extensive Nigerian diaspora, especially in the Western world, and the organizational and creative skills of this generation will make that nigh impossible. The way forward is for the leadership of the country to respond with reform and change. There are so many obvious places to start. The police force. Renaming SARS SWAT does not cut it. Fundamental reform is needed of a police force that has ingrained in it the ethos by which it was set up by colonial powers who needed to use it to suppress and keep Nigerians in line. Policemen who have been involved in the recent killings must be brought to book. The present political arrangement must be reformed. It is obviously too expensive and does not adequately represent the interests of all Nigerians. The educational system is way past the need for reform. The health system has to be reformed. The list is endless. The truth, the genie has been let out of the bottle. The giant has been awakened. To the young generation, you have numbers on your side. Be strategic. Be wise. You can really change the nation. To the policemen and women who have tried to perform their duties protecting citizens with minimal resources, we say thank you. This change will be to your benefit. Let us continue to pray for God's will to be done. He has a great plan for the nation of Nigeria. Nigeria is destined for greatness. Let us put our hands to this plow. Let us pray. Let us act. Let us bring change to Nigeria. God bless you.